We're Vinyl Hero.
And you're watching
My Music,
Montreal TV.
Well, she's a killing me, and there's a smile on her face. Well, she's walking away. There's nothing to say while she's crossing the line. So easy to see. She just moves out.
Cosmo Sierralis, bass.
Marco Favreau keyboards.
Ray Howard, guitar and vocals.
Nick Weibo, drums.
Team Vinyl Hero, to start off, how did that come about?
Originally it was a band called Recoil, and we found out one of the dudes from Duran Duran had a side project called that, so for smart purposes dumped it. We wanted to originally call what would become an album Vinyl Heroes, and Costa and a friend of ours and our old drummer were hanging out, and he's just like, well, why don't you just drop the S and call it Vinyl Hero?
Okay.
Seemed like a good idea, so we stuck with it.
Did anything happen in studio that maybe you weren't expecting before you got in there? Any surprises?
A mix of words. So recording was last week. We started recording. It was one of our last songs, and I was doing backups, and we did the backup vocals before the main vocals, and I was singing something completely different, and we almost finished the song,
Okay.
and all of a sudden, singer Ray's like, "No, you're singing it all wrong." So I had to start everything all over again. No, it was really
That was
interesting, yeah.
No, but the difference between the first EP and what's coming out now, it's that once we had Nick coming into the band, it solidified everything, and we grew as a family. We got to know each other a lot more, became tighter. Like, songs were coming out of nowhere, and it was a good experience for us. That's why when we walked into this one, it was really quick and satisfying,
really quick.
and like we didn't walk out like with our heads down. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of it, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the bulk of it, especially on the EP we released currently, is based on like a lot of heartbreak and all that BS. And, but for whatever purposes, makes for good songs. A couple of the newer tunes we've been playing throughout the last year that wound up on the record, on the EP, was a lot of fun to put in because this one's a lot different. I mean, also it's going to be presenting Marco, lead vocal on a recording, which is great, and it's one of the best songs on the record. We got a lot more group input as far as writing, whether it would just, rather than just being me or just me and him. And
Right.
it came out as a really good band effort, and we worked really, really, properly on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been kind of a music slut for the last little bit, all over the scene, playing with a lot of different bands. I think it's pretty cool, but this is probably it was clear when I joined this band that this was the band I wanted to be in and stuff. And from my experience with these guys, we've had a good time. We definitely want to get outside of just Montreal. We don't want to just be a Montreal band, but
Great place to come from.
yeah,
Had to be from
yeah, it's a
Montreal,
cool
yeah.
place
Well-
to call home.
Yeah.
Best gig you've played so far?
Club Soda.
Club Soda.
Club Soda.
Club Soda.
Tonight.
Craziest thing that's happened as Vinyl Hero so far? Wackiest moment?
Wackiest moment?
Maybe not wackiest, but kind of scary. We played a gig in Beaton, Ontario, which is like the outskirt of there's certain districts of Montreal that are bigger than this entire town. And when we got off the highway for it, it said 100 clicks into there, right? And it's like 50 clicks of nothing. It's just like fucking farmland, right? And then out of nowhere, there's like this little cement platform with a Pepsi machine and a phone booth. And then it goes on for another clicks of nothing but farming dirt until you get into the town.
Okay.
And it was one of those moments where it's like, no, you just, you look back and it's like, no. And it's just like, they make horror movies like this, man. This is bad.
And we had to play in front of a lot of old couples and 65 and up.
Yeah, we're like the only
Sounds kinda
band there
weird.
under 50.
And the reaction from them was a surprise.
Yeah,
To get 80-year-old and 70-year-olds
Yeah.
to be dancing and buying pictures and buying
CDs.
shirts and CDs, and
we
they had
actually
a great
made money that gig. It was fun. It was great.
Rock on.
It was awesome.
All right, and number 3, your favorite place to hang out in Montreal?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Shea Sales is pretty much our bar kind of place, but you know, just as long as there's some place to hang out with people you care about and they care about you, and there's music in the air and there's shit to do, why not, man? That's a good place to hang out as any.
And for the people at home, where can they find you? MySpace, Facebook, all that good stuff?
MySpace,
All of
Facebook, Reverb Nation,
Mhm.
YouTube. There's a bunch of videos on
Slash
that.
Vinyl Hero, everything?
Absolutely, you know how
Easy
the
enough.
.org and the .ca goes.
Just Google it, and
Google it,
we're
it's
all
awesome.
over the place.
Feeling me.